All right. Let's do it. Welcome back. It's your host, Logfe. This is Logfe Speaks. I think it's episode 69.
And it is your boy Q to the
We got Q to God. And we have a special guest that will introduce himself as soon as the theme song's over.
Right after the theme song.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the credits right here. Like, not the credits at the top. I don't know what this nigga's doing.
Did it again for Logfe.
But he's a real ass nigga.
I'm trying to do something catchy for a theme song. Or we start.
Dance, yeah, we gotta make a dance for it. But it's your boy Logfe. Logfe Speaks, episode 69. We got the co-host
Q to the motherfucking G-O-D.
And we have a special guest here, artist.
What's good? It's Taydot'. You already know.
We got Taydot', and I wish I had some explosions, but
Hand claps.
Hand claps. Clap it up. Clap it up. Hey. And no, I forgot my claps. And I forgot Cute Guy claps. That shit just cutting in. But nah, bro. So how you been?
Shit, I just been cooling, working on myself, trying to get these projects right. Feel me? Feel me? I'm just really trying to put myself on a different scale than I was last year. Feel me? Like,
big facts. I remember the first time I actually met you, we was in the studio with Fred. Shout out to Duco. What was it 2019, right?
Yeah, 2019, I think.
Was that like when you started your started taking it serious? Like when did you start taking it serious? Like
I started
going down this rap career.
I started taking music more professionally in about June 2019. That's when I hit the studio, my first session ever, in the real studio type shit. And then I think I probably came to y'all maybe 4 or 5 months later. I had just been working on a couple little projects. I did a couple showcases, all that. But once I was working with y'all, I was really trying to find my sound. Like I really didn't have that established yet.
Facts. Oh yeah, it was a quick thing. I want you to tilt the microphone down a little bit.
All right, bet.
There we go. Yeah, big bet. I remember it was you and Fred. We was in the studio. We was creating. I think it was an EP. I don't think the EP ever got finished.
Nah.
It was just that happens with artists, especially in the beginning. Like you're creating music. And some of them songs never ever touch anybody else's ear.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
I got plenty of songs as me being an artist that no one knows about. He might know.
And no, it hasn't hit anybody else's ear.
Yeah.
It's like having stashes,
Definitely.
It's good to have a stash though. It's not bad.
So comparing yourself from 2019 to now, what would you see in difference? What'd you say?
Damn. I don't know, my whole workflow different. I used to go from taking maybe an hour to write a song to me literally I demolish songs 20 minutes. I'm finishing a song. I have it set in my head. If I see something I like in terms of a beat, I'm on it. And recently I also started freestyling, punching and doing takes and stuff like that. And I think that's starting to benefit me. Especially how when we were just saying we was having stuff in the stash. I have a lot of songs that's freestyle right now that's just sitting in the stash that I feel like is up to par, but I'm just not dropping it because I don't know how anybody gonna feel about it right now.
Oh yeah, bad.
Is that a big thing for you on how people feel about your music, or you can deal without? You feel like I'm saying you want to post your music for you, or you want people to feel you more? So you know what I mean?
I want people to definitely feel me, but I don't know. It's weird. I want the music that I drop to be the exact vibe that I'm in right now. That's another reason why I started freestyling, because whenever you freestyle in the moment and you're in the studio, let's just say you sipping a little something, you lit, you really feeling the song at that point.
You're feeling the beat, you're feeling the music.
Definitely. And I have 3 projects that I'm working on.
I got a quick question. So you said keep thinking, you feeling the song and you lit. So how many songs did you made that you were lit?
Yo, honestly,
You just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Honestly, every song. I'm lit right now.
Yo, I can't even lie. Nah, it really do be every song. Whether I'm on some sad stuff, whether I'm lit, it's that Patron song. I I really just feel like sometimes whenever you might be under the influence, but it might help your mind a little bit.
So every song you got a bottle with you.
Every song.
No, I think a bottle definitely opens up some
I think that made the studio
feelings
session
and
more
some real,
expensive.
Definitely.
That made the studio session way more expensive. Hold on, I gotta get a bottle real quick.
Definitely.
Hour, woo, I best, but
Wait, what type of drink you like to drink?
Shit. I can't find no Douce right now, but if I could find some Douce, I'm straight to
shit,
that.
why can't you find Douce?
Yo, where I'm at, I'll be up towards like Milford and stuff like that. No liquor stores have them. Like they don't got the fifth bottles, they don't got the small bottles, they don't got nothing.
How's Milford living? Give the audience how Connecticut is in Milford, because we right now in Hartford, but the man's comes from Milford.
Honestly, it's like it's that song with Hot Boy. He was like, I bought a house in the suburbs. I walk out the house, feel like I don't belong there. Police harass me like every other night. I'm just trying to live my motherfucking life. Feel me? That's all it is. Feel me? I'm just trying to make my own way.
Feel you.
Damn.
I feel like it's like that all over Connecticut though, cause I used to live down over on Douglas Street, over on the south end. I used to live in Hartford when I was younger. I lived in Branford. I lived in Missouri. I lived in Florida. I moved out there this summer for a couple months, and I just decided to come back here. But in Connecticut, it's really like that everywhere. If you got your own grind, people gonna hate.
You said Florida?
Yeah.
Especially in Connecticut, they gonna hate.
Oh
You
yeah.
got
I don't even know what it is, but honestly,
weird.
That's
No
really
support. Just
come down to Logfe Speaks and speak about it.
we show support.
Honestly,
over here.
I'm not gonna speak about it. We had somebody on here fake, like, yo, I don't understand, like, they can't be together and then he'll throw shade on a whole bunch of other people, right? Talking about, like, his main thesis was CT can't get along and they throw shade against each other.
I'm trying to see what you're talking about now.
You already know. I'm talking about the one with the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah. Now you know. The inside. I can't spill the beans. But, dude, he came onto the podcast, like, he was talking. He was like, yeah, everybody, they don't like to share. They don't like to support people, and then talks hella shit about everybody. And he gets on the podcast. He's like, shout out to you. Shout out to him, man. We all love out here. I'm like, damn, man. Like,
nah,
y'all
but
so
we
fake
know
sometimes.
we know what type of time he was on.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the whole fake.
Yeah, we actually do. He was on. That's a different story. Maybe one day we'll talk about it, but let's continue on.
We have it back on the
Yeah,
cast.
nigga, yeah.
So one day we gonna spill
Yeah,
beans.
flashback to Flashback Saturday, and
Imagine you really put the clip in there, like,
yeah, I should.
no, you should have. How you
Nah.
gonna keep it? How you gonna spill the beans? Oh, we can spill the beans like that.
All right, hold on.
Put the flashback in there. That'd be dope.
Show literal spitting on beans. I mean, let's get back to it. How was Florida? I mean, you went down there, like the artist scene, the music scene.
Yo, honestly, I had just graduated 2020, so I moved there right when I graduated.
Graduated high school, college,
high school.
high school.
Yeah, I'm only 19.
Or
But
so you was like 17 in the studio.
yeah, I was 16.
You 16?
Yeah, I was 16. I
Oh,
was always
yeah.
recording on my laptop. Like in 7th grade, 6th grade, I had a laptop. People remember that. I low key made like a little buzz for myself, but it was because my songs was trash, like for real. And that's
So
honestly
you think
what
it's
I
just
think.
laughing at you?
Yeah, and I think that's what made me a better artist, because like I had those moments where I messed up. Feel me? But in Florida, I didn't really get to do anything artist wise. I did a couple of videos down there, and I had gotten scammed. I'm not really gonna talk about that. I mean,
There's a
that's
lot
in
of
the past.
scammers out there. A lot. I got my jacket taken out there.
Nah, Cuz was from Mass. I did a video
They
with
do
him.
a whole bunch of shit.
I did a video with him in Mass, then I flew out to Orlando type shit. Yeah, like, feel me? I was tight. But yeah, after that, I lost a lot of motivation. And whenever I had came to Florida, I had a lot of songs in the vault. So I was just re-listening to those songs, like trying to figure out what my style was, like what I really wanted to do with my music.
So you talk
You
about
just went out there for the music video, or you went out there for like to live out there?
Both.
Oh, okay. I didn't know why he was out there.
So I got two questions. So when it comes to you now, as you grow and get older as an artist, and you step into your shoes, do you think that you found your style yet? As is always growing to something different?
It's always growing to something different. Like, I don't know, because I be having my days. I like to be diverse. I don't like to really stick to one style. Like, I'll have like I'll have a singing song where I'm sad or like I'm talking about my girl, I'm talking something like that. But then I got another song where I could be really down and out and like talking my shit. Like, really, I could be doing that. So it's just whatever I bring to the table in terms of music, I need to find a way to elevate it each time I hop in the stew.
Copy, got you.
Yep.
Yeah. So also, what made you want to leave Florida then, or like come back to Milford? Good old Milford.
So what made you choose Milford?
Yo,
Honestly, not Missouri.
Like Milford, yeah, that sounds like a dope place.
Milford was the cheapest place for rent. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I was dead broke when I moved back to Connecticut.
Right.
Thank God that I'm here where I'm at right now.
Feel you.
That's all I could say. I got my shit over here that I know how to lock down where I'm from. I don't know a lot of people out there, so it's harder for me to lock down a whole nother community that I don't know like that. Like I could try.
To start over, yeah, and shit like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I could try, but it's gonna be hard. Like I done been with the same community for about 6 years now, 6 to 8 years.
Shout out to the community.
Facts. Nah, and when I say community, I'm not even just talking about just Milford. I went to Platt Tech in Milford. I went to Brand.
All your supporters
Branford.
and the people that's been around, just the same thing.
Hell yeah. Yo, I can't even lie, especially Hartford too. Like that whenever I first started doing music, I tapped in with Hartford. Feel me? Like I swear.
Yeah, shouts out to everybody in the community.
Hell yeah.
Shouts out to Hartford. All right, so you hinted at your upbringing a little bit, but let's talk about Taydot, like how you started out, like how you grew up, you know what I'm saying, like your ethnicity, where you from exactly, and who you are, you know. Let your fans know a little bit of you.
Yeah, so I'm black, white, and Filipino.
That's a mix.
Yeah.
I ain't expect the Filipino.
Yeah, nah, that's from my mom's side, feel me? I don't know. I don't really claim nowhere that I'm from, cause I be everywhere, literally. I be talking, I be everywhere. That's all I can
Was that
say.
like since you was a kid? Have you been on the move?
Yeah, so I was born in Hartford, and then I think when I was like 1, I moved to St. Louis, and I stayed there for a couple years. Then I moved back.
Shout out to Hear More.
That's Missouri, right? St. Louis, Missouri?
Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri. I can't lie, I love Missouri. Like that, it's nothing like Connecticut at all. It's more like everybody.
More friendly, right?
You got to find the right people.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of racism down there. And that's why my mom wanted to get me out of St. Louis to start. Shout out to her for that. Like, for real.
Tons of racism out there.
But yeah,
I just know I follow somebody who's from St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, damn, I don't know anything
He be
about
talking
you.
about it all the time. Like he talk about how southern it is out there.
Like
they got accents like a mug out there. It's like it's crazy.
Tons of racism.
Literally, you take Chicago and then you take it to like more of a Midwestern feel with add some more white people. That's what it is. Like they be active down there for real. But I moved back to Hartford when I was like, I think 8. And then I moved to West Hartford. And then that's when I moved to Branford after that. And I was just back and forth. Like, because my dad lived in New Britain, feel me? So I'm always driving everywhere. Like, I never really be in one place.
I got you.
Yeah.
I ain't bad. That's a little dive into his upbringing. So, life, upbringing, whatever you want to call it. So you hinted at, so any big projects on the way? You got anything working in the vault right now?
I got 2 songs. I got 2 songs that I got completely finished. I got a trip to Florida next month. So I'm gonna do those 2 videos out there. I'm flying my videographer. Shout out Grant Lake. He's nice with the visuals. And then I'm going to Cali this weekend, and I'm also going to the stew on Friday. So I'm about to make some new songs. I'm about to create a new vibe and then see what I could do with the video in Cali. Like, I already got that shit locked down, so it's like, why not utilize that?
That's dope. I want to do a video shoot out in Miami.
Yo, they got the scenic area down there is fire.
It's fire as fuck.
You been to Miami or was it just Orlando?
I never been to Miami, but I've been to Orlando and Jacksonville.
South Beach. Shout out to South Beach. That was amazing.
It was.
Yes,
And haven't you been to Miami how many times?
I only went to once. I was at Tampa the other time.
Tampa. Okay.
Tampa's fire too.
Tampa it's decent when you go to the right spots and you know the right places.
I only been to Florida once. It was Disney World or Disneyland. I forgot which one it is. I think it's Disney World.
Yeah.
when I was like 5 years old. I didn't experience not how you experienced and not how you experienced Florida. Trust me.
I want to go to Disney. I've never been there.
He was on demon time.
It was dope. You gotta hit up Universal.
He's on demon time.
I want to go, but it hurts mad expensive going there.
Doing what? What's mad expensive?
If I go down there, I'm staying down there for the whole week, and I'm getting like a pass or season pass or something.
So, let's get into your performances and like, how'd you feel performing at your first performance?
I was shook.
Shook?
I respect that answer.
I was shook.
Where was it?
It was at the Webster Theater with Concert Crave.
Oh yeah, you know I remember I reposted you on my story because of that.
Yeah,
Was it like Coil Ray?
Nah, this was a showcase.
A showcase.
So at first I did the showcase. Then after I did the showcase, I started to get more support, and then like that just made me want to do it more. So after that, they put me onto a show with Dizzy Wright, Ritz, and a couple other people. Like Thanksgiving time, I did that, and then the Coil Ray. It honestly it was I was supposed to have the slot. I was supposed to pay for the slot at first, and then the promoter was like, "Nah, you can't do it." So he had me perform at the showcase. Then I had won the showcase because everybody like they was fucking with my shit. I went crazy because like after those first two performances, I was too stiff. Like I wasn't putting no energy into my music.
Do you remember what songs you performed?
At which one?
Either one. You can give me one of the songs you performed.
I could probably tell you most of the songs. Like it was I had No Worries.
Mm-hmm.
That one, a lot of people fucked with that one. I did a music video to that one too. Then there was 30 with a Beam. There was Get a Bag. Ignorant is what got me the Coil Ray placement because I spazzed on stage. Like I was drunk as hell. Just started screaming. Just went crazy. Feel me? And everybody loved it. Feel me? They told me to rewind that shit, all that. So that's honestly how it was.
And you said there was some shiesty stuff that happened with the Coil Ray placement.
Yeah. Not necessarily shiesty.
Yeah.
It was just there was some other CT artists that were supposed to get that slot, and he offered it to me. I hit him back, and then he was like, "Nah, never mind. I got to give it to them." So it wasn't
shiesty. It's just
business.
Business. Right.
I feel. I got you. All right. So another thing, the song. I remember you dropped this song. Let me make sure I have the name correct. Patron?
Yep.
Yeah. So how'd you feel when that started like, going viral, hitting over 10,000, then 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 plus views?
Yo, honestly.
Like, how did that make you, like, where that, like, I know that was something different because I remember I was listening to music. I'll be tuning in. Trust me. Hartford be tuning in, and I'm Hartford.
Stupid.
Nah, I'm playing, but I'll be tuning in. I was like, oh, shit, like, that's what's up.
Yeah, nah. So, honestly, we had shot the video, like, it was late notice. Like, we didn't even have a videographer for it at the time. It was, like, just a random videographer. He came in clutch at the time. Shout out to him. I don't really talk to him no more, but still wish the best for me.
Yeah, big shout out.
But, yeah, nah. We literally went to Foxwood, shot the video. Then on my birthday, came back and stayed the night. Then I dropped the video on my birthday. And literally that same night, it was me, my brother, and my both of my brothers technically.
Yeah.
We was just in the room smoking. I take out my phone. I take out the analytics for the studio. Literally, I refreshed it. Said 3,000 after like 2 hours. I was like, I never got 3,000 views on a video before.
2 hours, wow.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours. Then I refreshed it again, like 30 minutes later, 5,000. Kept refreshing it. Literally, it just kept going up as I kept refreshing it. I don't know how that happened, but feel me, I'm thankful for it. Like,
nah, that's dope.
Yeah.
To see the numbers just flying up and numbers that you ain't never seen before. I even felt that way with my YouTube channel myself, and I don't even get that many views. Like, could nowhere near, but I'm like, oh, I got,
Yeah.
And that definitely set like a steady pace for your YouTube channel now, because I've been doing my research, and I see like, okay, now after that video, you get a steady like 6K guaranteed on each video. You know what I'm saying?
More than
Definitely.
6,
I think it just really depends on, like, I think I gotta have the visual right. Like, I think for that one, the visual was perfect, and that's what caught the eyes of people.
Yeah, you definitely had some energy. Like when we started off, he's like,
Yeah.
Like, he was really in that. That slow motion, like, I think that's really set it apart. Like, trust me,
yeah.
them key things. I'm a videographer myself. There's like key motions that someone does in a music video that really just captures the moment. You captured the moment right there.
Definitely.
Get my props out. Claps up to that.
Thank you. Yeah, nah, freaking. That song was the exact same as the video.
So, bet I hear your music, and I see like similarities to other artists and whatnot. So, I want to know who inspires you as an artist, or who's your, he'll ask you your top 5, but we'll see who like inspires you.
Who inspires me, or who's my top 5? Because those is completely different
who
questions.
Inspires you? And then I'll ask you who your top 5 is.
Who inspires me? So honestly, my top inspirations ever since I was a kid, like first it was Kanye West, because my aunt had gave me an iPod with all the Kanye West old albums when I was young as hell.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah, so I was just always listening to that shit. Yeah, and then once I moved to Hartford, that's when I started listening to rap, really, because when I was in St. Louis, I wasn't really listening to rap like that.
Not out there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there was only Melly, the freaking
Melly.
DJ Snake, Lil Jon, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. So I started listening to I think it was my dad. My dad put me on the Wu-Tang. I started listening to Wu-Tang, and then I started rapping it at family functions with him and shit like that. So like that's definitely like just they flow. Like I always thought ciphers was cool, but like the way that they did it was different than ciphers. It wasn't no ciphers. It was like actual songs. Like they was finna write you a whole story or tell you a whole story, and you was finna listen because that shit was hard.
Wu-Tang, bro.
Like, yeah.
METHOD, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Better know it.
You told me you sung that one last time.
Yo,
Like, I ain't gonna hold it. It's like I listen to Wu-Tang, just not every like album or song.
and I put his balls right on the table, just his balls, and I hit it with a spike bat.
Yeah.
You know that one, right? You don't know that? Yeah.
Nah, they be saying some crazy
They
shit
do,
on
they
that
do.
album,
I
yeah.
just tie you down. I stick a hot ass hand in your ass, like.
Yo, they really was saying some shit.
Yeah.
Scared
God.
straight.
Oh, God.
He's like, I tie your butthole shut, and I just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
And the song plays in, that's when everybody just starts going ham.
Wu-Tang, I don't know what they was on
Or what
to
they
say
were
some
thinking.
shit like that, but shout out to Wu-Tang, bro. They made a way for
Wu-Tang forever.
crazy shit to be said in the beginning of a song. Cause them niggas.
Hell yeah. And not even to keep dragging it though, but Kendrick Lamar, when that first Section 80, that album, that was my favorite album. I was listening to that shit all through middle school, 5th to 8th grade. Like that was my shit. Like, and I always wanted to do shit like rigor mortis, like how he could do that shit once. I want to learn how to do that shit. That's always gonna be one of the goals that I have.
Like their
That
tape.
is a legendary song right there.
Hell yeah.
Breathing Dragons. Like that thing just go
I
crazy.
used to listen to that shit every day and try to rap it and try so hard just to
Actually,
rap
my
it.
cousin knows how to do it. He can rap it.
No, I learned after a while. You had to play it like 100
Got me
billion
breathing
times.
with dragons.
Oh, God.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, I'm messing up already.
I still would mess up to this day. 'Cause I
Amen.
haven't heard it so long. Amen
He
is the
dead.
part,
Yep. Bitch.
I would get all
Saying the
the
ad libs.
just the ad libs, right?
That's the only part you keep up with.
Oh God. And then obviously the legend Juice. Feel me? Juice was all Juice.
Big shout out to Juice.
I ain't even like him at first. I'll keep it a stack. My girl put me on him. And then I heard a couple of his songs that was like more trap influenced, I guess you could say. And then I heard Used To, and then that's actually where Intruder came from. Used To by Juice WRLD. That's like, it's just a mellow song. It's just it's just pretty much a chorus. Like it sounds like a freestyle. And that was what I was sort of going for with Intruder. Like I was trying to have a subtle song that like you gonna feel what I'm saying, but it's not gonna be too much for the ear.
Right. Juice WRLD, honestly, with him and G Herbo, I fuck with that song. And then his new album when he dropped it, I was kind of like, I wasn't disappointed, but I was just like, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. It was more like on the more rock and roll side or like pop.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like it was more commercial.
It was. Honestly, I think that's what happens to a lot of artists that die. Honestly, I feel like the label just takes. Like, cause they have, I know Juice WRLD could rap for 4 hours straight.
And the album that they laid wasn't like
Juice
what I
WRLD
thought.
probably
they
has
would
so many songs that have not been released. Like, there's probably another album we don't even know about. Probably never even come to light. But honestly, I feel like the label just finds, like, they start just using suits to pick which songs are gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? So they probably made that shit hella commercial. and they didn't take that. Like, I'm not saying there's no songs in there that's authentic.
No, there's good music in there.
There's
like,
definitely
there's
some good
stuff that
music.
he probably wanted to make, but they made him like, I don't know how to explain it.
Like Juice WRLD, that was like a.
But he is a legend though.
That's like
and then making far as like the
a slot machine for songs, bro. Like you just keep
time being on
he'll
this
put
earth,
out a song.
Definitely.
Time being on this earth, he definitely did justice by the rap game and like being an artist. Period.
That's the song that really blew him up. Like made him platinum. It was like
Lucid Dreams.
yeah, that's the song I got put on to Juice WRLD.
Yeah, no, that shit. I actually did a remix
I see
to that.
shadows in my room.
I never dropped it though, cause I can't, cause UMG and shit. Same with Rich and Blind, but
So those are people who inspired you.
Yeah. So who are your top 5?
my
Yeah.
top 5. So if I start off from number 5, I'm gonna have to say. I know it sort of sounds bad that I'm putting him right here, but it's got to be Nipsey. And the only reason I say Nipsey is because like it was the same thing with Juice WRLD. I ain't like Nipsey at first, and I really started listening to him because he got a message. Like, feel me? That's what really put me on to him. And everybody around me started really listening to him whenever that Crenshaw and Slauson album came out. And then that's when I got put on to him. I was like, all right, this nigga hard. Like, so Nipsey definitely up there.
Nipsey was definitely like one of those, like for the East Coast at least, he was definitely one of those people like not a lot of people on the East Coast knew. I'm not saying everybody. I was one of those people that didn't know about Nipsey, not before like everything happened and rest in peace Nipsey.
Definitely.
But it was before actually how I got put on to him. My brother, I was driving my brother. It was his first day out of jail, and he was like, "Yo, you know Nipsey?" And I'm like, "Nah, he put out this album, bro," and just started playing it, and it's blasting, and it's that song. I bump it now. It's like it's hard. It's like boom, dun, dun. It's like it brings you back to that old '90s West Coast vibe.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably you probably talk. I don't know if it's the right one. Summertime in That Colors.
No, it's because this album came out in like 2018, right?
Oh, you talking
like his
about,
first his first
like
album. You know what I'm saying? Like full album.
maybe Victory Lap.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Victory Lap was 2018.
Yeah, that's when my brother came out and he just bummed out. It was which one? It was Victory Rap. It was Hustle and Motivate.
Nah, that song was hard.
Hustle and Motivate. Yeah, that was like my first one time to listen to him. I was like, my brother. He had I had a time I had a subwoofer in my car. So, you know that beat Hustle and Motivate. If you know the song, if you don't know the song, go listen to it. Get put on to Game.
Listen to that whole album.
But yeah, that whole album is crazy. But yo, that first initial song hearing Nipsey, I was like, damn, what the whoa. And plus the sub, that junk was booming. So I was definitely tuned in after that. But yeah, Nipsey was your number 1? Or, or just not
5.
in order. That was number 5?
Yeah.
Okay,
So number 4, I'm gonna put Polo G. Just cause like I fucks with how he be saying shit. Like, he make it more like more commercial to not be a street nigga, but be a street nigga. Like you don't gotta talk about it. Just live your life. Talk about what you love. Feel me? Like, cause I relate to him. I feel like, cause like I got a little sister. Feel me? That's my everything. Same with my grandma. All that. Like, feel me? He be talking about the same shit. And honestly, like I just really connect with that type of music. So, like, yeah.
I really like the song Finer Things from
Definitely.
Polo G. You know that song?
Probably. I just know
We be outside
G Herbo.
Monday to Saturday night.
It's with G Herbo. I think it's not Heaven. It's not King.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, yo, I know what song you talking about. I forgot how it goes.
Lawyer
though.
Fees, right?
Yeah.
Lawyer Fees, yeah. That's my shit.
You know that other song that blew up with him and
Lil TJ.
Lil TJ.
Yeah,
that song
Pop
was
Out
a
at Your
summer
Party.
hit. I'm with the gang, and we gonna have a
No, he's did a lot. He's got a lot of like plaques. Period. Like
Facts.
Lil TJ.
no,
Polo G. Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't be
he been
surprised.
hitting banger,
if,
banger after banger. Like,
What's the name of that song again?
Number of respect.
Pop Out.
Pop Out. I wouldn't be surprised if that song's like 2 times or 3 times platinum by now.
Yes, I
That
think
was-
it's up there.
It's up there.
It's
His
definitely
mom
platinum.
showed off all the plaques on Instagram one time. Like she did a little thing. She's like, do you have this many plaques? Blah blah. And like she was like showing each one in the house. It was like had faces near Polo G. Like that shit was dope as fuck. Like just to have that many plaques around their freaking house. And it's only been how long has he been popping for? Like
2019
Probably-
popped off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying 2018
years,
he wasn't
3
doing his
years.
thing, but 2019 is that ascend.
Definitely.
Who else was oh yeah, that was like some weird shit. Like honestly, 2 artists I want to highlight that like popped off in 2019 and still on top of like the music industry and like songs getting put out and plays is Meg Thee Stallion and DaBaby.
oh, the baby, his success is known because he's just dope as fuck. He's a dope ass rapper.
Yeah, those are 2 people I want to highlight. Like I definitely saw because they were popping in 2019 and they stayed like because Polo G he's making his music, but he's not like where like when he popped off, he was popping. Like everybody was playing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just like he built a solid fan base now around the country and around the world. So now it's just like it's not blown up into your face anymore. It's just like bam, he making his music. You got these 2. I just want to highlight that. And I can continue. I just want to say that.
So right now, top 5 is Nipsey and Polo G.
Nipsey, Polo G.
Yeah.
And Juice. You said Juice? No.
Nah, Juice I'd honestly
You
put like
said-
number
you
1
put-
type
yeah.
shit.
And you were talking about you were inspired by him or something like that.
Yeah, but I still put him on like my top number 1 type shit.
I
Fucking,
got you.
I don't know. My third would probably have to be. Now it's honestly got to be Hot Boy. Like I fucks with Hot Boy's music heavy. Like that's like every
I don't even
not
know
every
who Hot
song.
Boy is, okay.
Nah,
We
the song I
gonna
was
talk
singing in
about
the
Hot Boy
beginning.
because he got caught up.
Yeah, he got caught up with his girl
He got caught up.
because was slipping. Nah, the song I was singing in the beginning. The police harassed me like every other night.
Yeah, but like,
He got that song, and we be on that fuck shit too.
I'm trying to put a
Hot
face
Boy,
to him. I'm trying to put a face to him right
honestly,
now. For some
you
reason.
just
He got
search it.
wicks, dark skin.
I'll say the biggest thing of Hot Boy is he's definitely probably one of those artists that are popping up now, right?
Yeah,
He hasn't been popping for too long. He just started popping, I'm pretty sure.
definitely. But
And then this is gonna make him all of the whole media scandal, I guess, is gonna make him pop even more because now his name's gonna be going in and out of like the Shade Room and freaking all the other news medias that capture this type of news content. So
Oh, that nigga.
yeah,
yeah,
All right. He different.
but yeah, nah. Like even with Don't Need Time, like people be comparing him to Kodak. Like that's one of the.
Stinger.
Yeah,
speaking of Kodak, everybody think Kodak a clone. What you think?
I don't think he a clone.
I do. That nigga don't seem right. He don't sit right with me. He doing too much things out of the ordinary.
You think so?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like he on more social media than ever, right? One.
Nah, true that.
Like, and then his accent sound more proper. Like he was in school while he was in jail. And,
Yeah.
and then I was like, what's going on here? And then,
Honestly, I think he might be a clone. Who knows?
and then like the whole thing with like Lil Yachty and Lil Pump. And he was like, Lil Pump, you shouldn't be
Yo, honestly, nah.
you should be worried.
Before-
He said if Lil Yachty do it, it's okay. But he said if Lil Yachty do it, it's but if you doing it, that mean you I was like, this don't seem like Kodak to even care about a topic like
Nah.
that.
Yeah. Honestly, I never seen Kodak making a song with Lil Yachty. That threw me off. Before.
Nah, they made
that
a
shit was
song.
hard.
They made
Hit
songs.
about it.
Yeah, they just made a song now. I'm just talking about before. Kodak was never like
Yeah, he did make a song though with Lil Yachty.
when?
He did
Before this,
before Hit About It.
Before he went to jail?
I don't think I heard it.
I think he just made a new song. But when you find that song, we gonna play it. All right? We gonna play the song you talking about.
you probably right. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else.
That's why I was saying that he a clone. Because he made a song with Lil Yachty. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Lil Yachty, but I never seen
What's wrong with that collab?
Nah, I never seen Kodak. Kodak is just different. I just never seen him collab with Lil Yachty.
He hasn't collabed with a lot of people.
He like in the collabs I seen, he'll collab with Tentacion, R.I.P. He collabed with who was that dude?
Wasn't That's what I say. Who else would he collab? He didn't have much time to do anything. He always in jail.
Yeah.
You know, he collabed with
his brother.
ZZ. You know that song?
That's Travis.
Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? But I never saw that though.
That's what I was. I think that's what I was probably thinking about. Maybe. But
Yeah.
Travis Scott don't make.
Probably. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He
song.
collabed with Juice WRLD. You know what I'm saying?
That's also
Kodak.
Yeah, Mosh Pit. You should listen to it. You like it.
I'm trying to tell you,
never heard
there
that
might be a
song. That's
Lil
crazy.
Yachty and Kodak song out there we never probably heard.
Nah.
Write that down in my notes.
He collabed with A Boogie with the hoodie. Like he has a lot of collabs. I have
And
him.
you just said he wouldn't collab with Lil Yachty though, but Lil
No.
Yachty is like,
A Boogie and Lil Yachty do not compare. That's
what's
what I'm
wrong
saying.
with? I just want to know what's wrong with Lil Yachty at this point.
No, I don't think nothing's wrong with Lil
He fucks
Yachty.
with Lil Yachty.
Yeah,
I don't think nothing's
I
wrong.
don't
with
like
Lil
what he's been recently starting to do, but
His older shit.
I'll say one thing I didn't agree with Lil Yachty. He dressed up as a woman in one of his videos. Like
I knew there had to be something. With
a full,
you. I was about to say,
woman.
I was about to
was
say,
like,
you talking about the Oprah video,
with the Drake in it. I actually like the song was catchy.
but you didn't
But it
like
was
the
just-
fact that he dressed
I
up.
was like, hold on, why you dressing up like a girl, bro?
Did it
I didn't
for,
even see that.
you never seen that?
Nah.
That shit got millions of views.
I'm like,
Millions.
honestly, I don't care
'Cause the
where
song-
I'm at in the rapping and shit. I ain't dressing up like a female.
Not
And
at all.
I'm talking about he wasn't just like just the wig on, no, he talking about skirt, heels, leggings,
He was
lipstick,
Oprah.
makeup,
He was Oprah.
and hair.
He was
with
Oprah.
nails,
I'm good on that.
necklace. I was like, what is going
He
on,
was
bro?
Oprah.
You want to be Oprah? Hold on.
She got money, nigga. The fuck?
Wait, so then if you would ask that question, would you wear a diaper like how the baby did?
No.
Yeah. You gotta understand, it's a scheme. It's a scheme of making money and a way of getting attention. Boy.
Yeah,
Kid Cudi, wrong.
I sort of.
You Lil Yachty,
Cudi.
he went.
Oh my God,
See
don't
now,
even talk
Kid
about-
Cudi went out there and sung. He went out there and sung this song, and in a dress. Lil Yachty dressed like Oprah, the richest bitch in the world.
This
the
Kid
richest
Cudi.
woman in the world.
That's Kid Cudi. All right, we don't want that. Kid Cudi.
I would like Kid Cudi.
I need to stop this whole recording. I don't want to go to sleep. Well, I don't know what the nigga was thinking. Did you see the Kid Cudi shit?
Nah.
No way.
Wait, when he got mad at the TikTok?
No, he was dressed in the white and like pinkish.
This is what
He was singing this little song.
Nah, I never seen that.
bro. This was recent. I think it was on Saturday Night Live.
Why are they doing this?
I don't
I don't be
know.
on social media like that. Like honestly, like I post my stuff, but
This is Kid Cudi on Saturday Night Live or the Jimmy Kimmel show, whatever he went to perform.
that's an off-white dress.
I don't care what brand that shit is.
He said that's an off-white dress. It's just
That's how they try to get niggas. Like, look at the brand though.
Facts.
Like niggas,
Off-white.
if there was dresses out there and it said Gucci, niggas would wear it. I'm like,
well, niggas is wearing without Gucci. I'm trying to say.
Off White
did it
is a
first.
pretty nice brand.
You
Like,
know,
there's some shoes out
Yo,
like
you know,
too.
goddamn Alex. Alex made a video about it in Kid Cudi. They're talking about how they're trying to teach us how to take away the masculinity. They're making us more feminine.
No, that's definitely trying
They're
to do
trying to
that
like,
shit.
yeah, that's what he was saying.
They definitely, yeah.
That makes a statement with him. He's trying to make a statement. And I was like, what happens if this nigga just lost a bet? But
Bro,
you're Kid Cudi. You'll lose a bet and fucking go out there in a dress. But like at the same time, it's like, the industry is crazy in the first place.
I don't know. They talk about that like that gay boule. When I see this, I'm like, all right, Kid Cudi might just got punked. All right,
He might have just needed to be relevant again.
That I was thinking the same thing because that would bring. He knows that brings a lot of attention to himself.
Yeah,
But it's stupid to bring attention to yourself like that if that's not what you're about, at least.
they still talking about Young Thug after like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I wear the dress to her, hide the Glock, and then what's it called? No,
bro, I don't
Yeah,
care. What you had to just
that's what I know.
because you got something
No,
in your
that's.
ass.
I said that's what he said. That's what he said. He said in one of his songs. He even said. He said wear the dress to hide the. I was
He
like,
probably said it feminine too. I hide the dress though at the clock.
he
What are you
do
saying?
sound-
You probably said it exactly like that.
Yeah.
And I had that dress. So when he lift my skirt up, there's the Glock.
Well, like
He'd be like, Blueface, I got two dicks.
nah.
They got two dicks on his
That
chest.
shit is different.
Yeah, that's one person I have not heard about. Blueface.
He did a song with DDG.
Oh yeah, Moonwalking Calabasas.
No, that's a remix. He's a remix version.
I fucked him.
That's YG and him. That's YG and GEG.
Oh,
Blueface is just a remix on there. Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, he did his recent song. I don't remember. Probably like.
Yo, bro. So behind Taydot, do you have like are you working with like management behind you or anything? Or are you just solo dolo right now? Are you hoping to look for a manager?
Honestly, I mean, I like learning the ropes myself. Like I like doing everything myself. Like I tried to do the little manager thing, whatever.
Are you talking about BGC?
BGC, huh?
Blueface?
That's the name of the song, yo.
Oh, I don't know. They just saying that DDG carrying them.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, they saying Blueface is done and DDG got it.
Yeah, honestly,
Blueface. I don't believe that.
He started what? He started really hitting. Was it 20 late? Oh, it was. That's exactly what happened. I remember now.
Or no, I was just
6ix9ine went to jail in 2018, and then Blueface started blowing up.
Yeah,
and then he took off in 2019. He was doing his thing, and I don't really hear much from this nigga.
He don't really be. He used to be like more of a. He on his like gangbanger crip shit. Like he not on that no more.
He got something out called "Proud of You."
He said Blueface.
No, that's a remix. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think Blueface dropped a song of his own for a minute.
Curvy in 2020. Yeah, he dropped. He dropped Reloaded. No, that was 2020. Yeah, he ain't dropped shit. He ain't dropped shit except for that DDG song. That last one, that was April 10th. It's probably something has to do with his label. You know?
Probably, yeah.
Either way, he still ain't dropping hits.
Like facts. I don't know.
But
if he drops a hit, shout out to him.
Definitely.
I like to come up. But
So
what were you talking about before?
We were talking about the baby wearing a diaper.
No, he was.
And I think we was on his second.
Management?
Yeah, that was
management.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. I like learning myself. I mean, if I could get a manager that could benefit me, then that would be something else. But I would have to really like go over everything. Like I'm trying to go over all the terms. Like I could do my own PR campaigns if I really wanted to. It's just I don't have the funding for it right now. That shit is expensive as hell. So I'm really trying to learn how. That's what I'm really trying to learn how to do. I'm trying to learn how to put myself on campaigns, learn how to really market myself and make money off of what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get a manager though, it would be nice. Like, cause feel me, I know if I get a manager, they could probably help me with like Instagram followers, fucking really build me an audience type.
I
shit.
say because I'm
That's big.
I have been going through the process. I'm an artist myself. I've been going through the process of looking through managers and labels and whatever you want to call it. Honestly, just make sure when you find a manager, make sure they really do want to do for you. And then like also managers should be able to have those connections, or be able to. The manager is supposed to handle the business side that you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That happens to a lot of because honestly, as an artist, you want to handle that creative part. And it gets to the business, is like, damn, you trying to mix it in. And of course, there's people that could do both, but it always helps when you have that person solely for that.
Facts.
Yeah, actually, I talked to radio show. I went to Hot 93.7, and I went to A&R meetings and all that. And basically, with the summarization and the gist stuff, because I was even talking to DJ Big Man up in 93.7, and he was just telling me, like, honestly, the best thing for, especially when it comes to radio shows, radio stations and just A&Rs on that, they like seeing a manager because it shows a level of more seriousness, I guess. Like you see he's more serious at that time. And also there's a level of professionalism because when you get to the business side, it's more corporate. You know, you know how it is when you get to the music industry. It's like, all right,
you got to stick by that.
The whole front is the artist is, you know what I'm saying, but behind that is that corporate office. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they look like he told me that they kind of frown upon like an artist coming to them. They want a manager to come to them because when they give you a raw input, they don't like to deal with the artist because the artist that's his creation. So you can be what you say? It's my boom 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 boom.
Yeah.
So I just want to highlight that for anybody who's thinking about a manager. A manager is always helpful, but don't play yourself. All right.
Facts. You can always send those emails by yourself. You don't always need need a manager. You can book shows by yourself. You could
That's
do
true.
all that.
That is very true. So speaking of that, what are your plans for your artists? Are you planning on signing anytime or trying to look for a big label? Like, or are you trying to stay independent? Chance the Rapper, if one more label try to stop me, and be some dreadhead niggas in the lobby.
If I could get I could get a 360 with promotion and marketing that's in my favor, I'd do it. But I wouldn't get nothing I'd never sign my masters away. Because, like, I know my music got substance. I'm not trying to end up like Youngboy or none of that. Because, like,
What happened with him?
he can't get his masters for any of his songs that he's dropped recently. So since he's out of his deal, he can either re-sign with his deal, which I think he did re-sign with his deal, and it was going to give him any amount of money that he wanted except give him his masters back. And that's the thing, whenever you got your masters, like, that's literally, like,
that's the bread.
Yeah, like, feel me, if your song made 200 million, your label probably could only gave you like 11 million and took the rest of it type shit.
That's dope.
Because they paying for backings, then they paying for everything you doing, feel me? So it's just, like, that's one thing that Nipsey was always big about in his music. He was always telling niggas, keep your music to yourself. Don't sign your rights away. Like, because it's pretty much just selling your soul. Like, I don't know exactly how Juice WRLD did it or anything like that, but I know if he was to do that, he can't do it. Like, it's not him at that point no more. It's the label. It's Lil Bibby obviously got him to where he was, but, like, there's only so much leverage you can really have
in the game.
Yeah.
Facts. Bro, I got my hamster making noise in the background here.
Oh, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought that was like next door or something.
Nah, hopefully it's not that loud. Like, we had dogs barking in the background to make noise. All right, I want you to take it away. I want to see what he's trying to get my attention for real quick. Dang, you get dogs and you get hamsters and making noises.
No, forget it. It's fine.
All right, yeah, it's not that big of a noise. So we talked about being signed, but where do you see yourself in the next year or two as an artist?
Yo, honestly, I like doing music and all that, and I like keeping music on my side because that's what I like. That's my passion. But I also like venturing off into other things. So I'm trying to get into real estate. That's one of the big things I want to get into. I've already had my little run in stock markets. I've played around with it. I don't think that's really for me. I can't really look at my phone 16 to 18 hours a day just to wait for market open, any of that. Like, I can't do that. So I think real estate, well, I'm supposed to be going down to Texas in a couple months to go look at some properties down there. But once I get that popping, that's going to be like my solid backing. I don't want to label that. I don't want to have to go to a label to have to make music. Like, I'm making the music on my own hand. I'm shooting the videos. I'm getting what I need to get. Feel me? I don't want to be asking nobody for nothing.
And honestly, that's what.
Shit, that's how
he said some real gems right there. Honestly, that's like. Besides, yeah, you get a deal cut, and they give you a lump sum of money in the front. Mainly, like, if you take your time and get your craft right, you could produce all of that yourself. And honestly, that's what, if it's so hard for a label to get you to sign now. Kind of like you want to be in I call it the Russ position. You know Russ, rapper Russ.
Yeah.
He blew up, right, making his own songs himself. All right, so when he did sign, but when he did sign, he got to own all his masters. He asked for $2 million and like a whole bunch of other sweet deals because he brought not just himself, not just in the studio, not just his videographers and his group, but millions and millions upon millions of fans. All right. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be exactly like Russ and bring millions and millions upon fans, but bring your fan base with you. All right. Don't ever go to a label, and that's something I ran into that problem just like 3 months ago. You remember what was going on? Basically, I was just talking to this guy. He's trying to get me connected to Sony Universal, right? And basically, he wanted me just to make songs, about 10 to 20 songs, and not release them, and just show them to Sony Universal. And basically, oh, that's cool. You like it? No. At that point, I have no pawns. I don't even have a chessboard. They have all the pieces. They have their pieces, and they took all my pieces. And it's like, make a move, and I can't.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, yo, what? Like,
it's not worth it at that point, bro.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to that, definitely do your due diligence in building you up. Build yourself up first. Don't let somebody else build you up. That's why I'm gonna drop it there.
It takes a lot, though, you know, to be on
It does.
your own.
But it's very rewarding.
If you could put together a marketing team and have your own legal contracts with your lawyers and all that, you should technically be straight. If you really have a vision, you should be straight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel like. So that's what I'm trying to get. I just need people to do marketing for me. That's it.
Definitely. And it's always tricky because you really want to work. You want to work with somebody and find them, but you go on social media and there's so many scamming marketing teams out there with these fake pages with 100,000 followers. Like it'd be all fake, and you could kind of tell when you have these fake pages. Like, pay me a little something like this, and I'll post it on my page.
Mm-hmm.
You could kind of tell when you look at the page and it's like very little comments.
Yeah,
and then it's the same amount of views. Like it's 20K views, 17K views. I'm like, all right, so you have this many followers. You have very little comments, if not no comments. And it's the same amount of views on each video. I had some boys that got played by that. I'm not going to mention any names, but yeah, be careful where you put your money in your marketing at. And if anything, I mean, there's a bunch of free courses and a bunch of free videos out there that, honestly, I'm not saying not one video is going to teach you how to really do it, but if you just sit there and you watch a lot of videos and you're really serious about it, you'll be able to crack the code and the algorithm. It takes time.
Trial and error.
Facts. You know, we trying to break the algorithm. Something, I don't know, I got to, like, knock this bottle down and we go viral. Like, something. Like, just zoom in on it. Imagine that. Imagine this shit happen.
Yeah, almost spit my water out.
Imagine that shit happen, nigga. Imagine that shit happen. This and then Taydot'S interview goes
if it's
million
not
views.
This podcast is
Exactly.
every other podcast.
You know, like million views. Hell yeah, let's
This
get to a
man
million views.
He does something with.
If
the
we get to a
water
million
bottle
views,
every time.
this video, I'm giving away this table.
It's a fire ass table though. You sure you want to do that?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, man,
This is our
bring
signatures.
Some money.
Yeah, if you bring
Okay.
some money, I'll give away the table. Like, but let's get something. This Savers bag signed from me, Taydot, and Q the guy.
Facts.
Million views. Let's get it there. And drop a like, comment, subscribe.
Hey, I ain't say it, but we like 500 deep tonight.
Yeah, it's
Clap
big,
it up.
Big as hell. Big as hell.
Clap it up.
Hey, you clap it up. Thank you,
500
thank you.
people.
Let's tone it down. Let's tone it down. Let's tone it down.
Relax.
So we talked about a lot. I want to know what's your favorite song that you ever made?
Damn. Probably this new song I have is called. Damn, I don't even really got a name for it. I'll call it Lines right now. But yeah, it's like I really got in touch. I felt like I really got in touch with myself, like, cause I be having my own mental thoughts. I be going through my own stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I was able to put everything in that song, and I feel like everybody else could relate to it, cause I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about other people too. So that's actually one of the videos I want to do. I want to do probably in Florida.
Where?
Definitely.
Yo, Florida is the dopest place to take like videos. There, Miami, where else? San Diego. I want to do some videos.
Yeah, no, that would be
Some
dope.
dope ass places.
Hell yeah.
Big facts. I'm trying to do some videos out there. Anybody hit me up.
What's your
Do some
favorite
videos.
song? that
From you?
made? Nah, that you made.
Or from me? Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I'm just like the type of guy. All my songs favorite, but nah, I'm not gonna lie. There's some songs I don't even like. My favorite song so far that I made. It's probably in between two. Like I really like this song. I'm putting out an EP actually. I usually shout out. I'm putting out an EP tonight. Not tonight. Today. This month.
Tonight.
I'm putting an EP out
Drop now.
in front of your face right now. Turn around. I'm just holding my shirt. But nah, I'm putting out an EP this month. It's called It's called Little Persona, the EP. And the actual song that I really like on that is called A Little Persona.
Heard you.
And it's like a blend of rap and it's like a singing rap type R&B type song. And then I have this new song where it's called R&B 1, but it has nothing to do with R&B. It sounds R&B in the beginning, but it's basically a rap song. And I just honestly, I made it at a time where I was just learning life. All right, just learning about life, relationships and whatnot, and just think like the time I was talking, you know, that guy I was talking about where that label dude that was trying to make me get to Sony Universal, but only make songs. I made it at that time, so I hint at like strike a deal, money green. You know what I'm saying? I say shit like that in the song, but I wanted to really like show that I still like in a time where I'm just like not there, I could still perform and make something great. So that's not even. I'm not even sure I'm gonna drop that song, but it's between those two right now. But yeah, I'll say a little Persona because it's coming out. Get ready. Wow.
Is there an exact release date on it?
Right now, I gotta look at the calendar. We at 14th, April 14th. It's definitely gonna be late April, and I'm probably gonna shoot for probably like the 24th or the 25th. Drop it on Saturday, Sunday. So
how about you? You got anything new releasing? Anything?
No dates.
No dates?
No dates. None at all.
Definitely gonna be some music videos for that shit too. But yeah, that's for me. The day it's flipped one day, and I'm gonna be the one interviewed on my own podcast.
Oh God,
that'd be crazy. But nah, I think we definitely covered. You got any more questions? I think we can hit a lot of topics. I think we found out a lot about Taydot today. Like I don't know if you want to say anything, shout out anybody, or anything you want to get off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker cut you off yesterday on the road. Like fuck you.
Like, tell him why you mad.
Yeah, tell him why you mad, man.
Nah, yo.
Or why you blessed.
Hell yeah. Nah, always blessed. Nah, honestly, yo, shout out my engineer. Shout out the person that run the studio, Mike Piff, over at Sound Logfe in Brantford. 'Cause without them, I wouldn't be able to make no damn music like that.
Oh, yo, Sound Logfe, is that part of like the kitchen? Is the kitchen over there? Another studio called the kitchen?
Yeah, the kitchen is over. Like, so Sound Logfe is technically the blue room. The kitchen is technically the red room.
Yeah. Who runs the whole building?
Mike Piff.
Mike Piff?
Yeah.
Or,
and then Jarvis be going there too.
Yeah. He have you seen Will there? I know.
Yeah, I linked with him at like one of their sessions.
Shout out to Will. You know he doing his thing.
Dope.
Love you, bro.
Big facts. But yeah, shout out to that studio. I want to take a trip down there and see how it is.
You should.
Cause they got a nice setup. They do. I'm gonna shout y'all out. I do have a nice ass setup. It's fire. That fire.
And they nice with it.
Big facts. So that's all said. You know, this has been episode 69. 69.
Anything else you want to say? No?
Stay high.
Stay high. Yes, sir.
That came from
Yes,
two
sir,
potheads.
Yes, sir.
I'm a vegan. Don't forget.
Yeah,
We signing
high
off.
on vegetables.
Oh God.
We signing off.
On the broccoli.
We signing off. Jeez, I'm thinking we signing off. But it's not. Bro, why does it sound like that?
Because it connected to your Bluetooth.
Oh my God. I'm like, yo. Why?
Oh no, that's funny though. It's like, Logfe.
Yeah, it's in the distance. There we go. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been episode 69. Cue the guy, Taydot. We all hydrate on this podcast. Stay
I'm about to
hydrated.
say hi. I'm about to say how, sway.
Nah, I think I'm the only one that's not high. Who knows? But we tuning off. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe.